Hello. Recently we were talking about how cool it would be if I had my own instance of ChatGPT that was aware of my company's internal data versus the one that's out there publicly, the ChatGPT is out there publicly is aware of the public domain. So I did some research and apparently the technology is already out there. In fact, with few clicks and with Azure, you can get your instance of ChatGPT running in a matter of hours. So long story short, I created a fictitious company, some documents, some data, then my own instance of ChatGPT and started the conversation. It's so cool, I thought I'd create this demo and show it to my colleagues. Let's take a look. Okay, what you see on the screen on the left-hand side is the ChatGPT that's available publicly. On the right-hand side is my own instance, which sits on Bank of New Eagle data. Bank of New Eagle is a made-up fictitious company that I made up. So let's ask some generic questions to start with. Okay, so the one on the left-hand side comes up with a little bit more detail than the one on the right-hand side, my own instance, and I'm assuming this is because they're trained differently, the models are different. Okay, now let's get to specifics now. Now I'm going to expand my own instance and start asking questions about Bank of New Eagle. So let's first start with what can you tell me about Bank of New Eagle? Okay, it looks like it's telling me what type of company and so on and so forth. Now let's ask about employees or specific employee, and that employee is me. What do you know about Chris Isayan? Okay, it looks like it knows that I'm a mortgage loan officer and it gives me my phone number and a pipeline. Now I'm going to ask, okay, can you break down my loan or Chris's loan pipeline? Okay, very good. Okay, I went ahead and cleared everything because I want to show you something much more cooler than what you just saw. What you see on the left hand side again is the publicly available ChatGPT. On the right hand side is my own instance. So I'm going to ask something more recent. So what was the last quarter earning for Bank of America? Let's wait for a response. It looks like it doesn't know because it looks like the information is as of 2021. Now let's ask the same question to my own instance. Okay, now how cool is this? How does it know about Bank of America's last quarter earnings? It's because I went to publicly available information, took those and fed it into my own instance, and that's why it knows about the last quarter earnings. Now you can do the same thing. You can feed the same information from Wells Fargo City. You can put them side by side. You can ask ChatGPT to kind of put them side by side. You can drill down, but you get the logistics, right? You can do some analysis. It's how cool is this, right? Okay, one last question and we'll wrap it up. Okay, so I want ChatGPT to review the Bank of America transcripts and come back with recommendations. So it looks like there were some challenges with the operating environment, but the EPS earnings were pretty good, it looks like. How cool is this, right? So as you see, I went to a publicly available website, right? I took some PDF files and fed it into ChatGPT. I did not set up database. I did not generate, columnar report. Whatever was in the PDF, I fed it into ChatGPT, and I was able to have human-like conversation. How cool is this, right? As you see, I'm very excited about this whole thing. Please connect with me if you think there's a better use case that we should be working on. I'd like to hear from you, and thank you for watching. Take care.